News to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Tannehill. And incomplete to open things up. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The return man is Grant. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 20. Check.
Now Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Tannehill now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It goes underneath the Drake. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Tannehill throwing again. Able to get away. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Let's go. Zero. Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Derby, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold on first down. The grab made by Curse over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here we go now.
Darnold. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, we got 4 now.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Tannehill now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Tannehill now running the option to the right side. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
First carry for Frank Gore back home here in Miami. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go. Play, play. 15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine. Check, 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 check.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Here's a give to Crowell. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Faking the give, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 2, Darnold. He's got Curse. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jermaine Curse, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Tannehill. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Tannehill fighting Wilson for the Miami first down. On first down, Tannehill. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to, but somehow they put it together with...
And that's caught inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Darnold. breaks free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This is Crowell. Able to spin free. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it again with Crowell. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Darnold now to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The handoff running left. Crowell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Watch him now, Barney.
On first down, it's Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now it's Crowell. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey. Let's go, get set. Where you at? Hut. You got tight right there.
Right back to Drake. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first for Gore. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Darren Lee in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
I got it. Check.
Tannehill hands to Drake. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Tannehill now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. On first down, Drake. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. It goes underneath to Drake. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll run with Crowell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Crowell. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To throw is Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, 20. Go.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. 3rd down here. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Leggett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man is Graham. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
20.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Terrence Brooks with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On the counter, it's Crowell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. The quick slant caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers, they're starting to pull away in that one. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Tannehill, and fights him off. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Hit. 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Let's go, get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Throwing again is Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Again, Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Off play action, Tannehill. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, is it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help it.